Good morning, tubers. Going to do a quick update this morning. It is Friday, June 1st of 2012, and what you're looking at there is my cup of beer. Actually, I have two of them. I placed them in the greenhouse, and floating in the top of those are several slugs. Just so you know, that works. In fact, I haven't seen one on the side. I typically have them on the side of the greenhouse. I haven't seen any, so looks like that may have eradicated it. At first, I thought maybe there was a few of them, these slugs that belonged to a 12-step group, such as Alcoholics Anonymous, but apparently they can't seem to resist it. Now you can see they're actually crawling in there as we speak. So that works, guys. Thank you so much for your suggestions and getting them off of these plants, and they'll all be healthier for it. I have some of my grow bags going in here. That is a new tomato plant. I have never tried it before. It's called a Bradley Heirloom. A few of my subscribers out there, in fact 2 of them, have recommended those, and I'm going to give them a shot. They say it's a good tasting tomato, and it's similar to a Rutgers, which is my favorite. But I've also become a real fan of those Cherokee purples. They're a good tasting tomato, a real meaty tomato, and they're huge. They're fun to grow. But anyway, I'll show you some of that in just a minute when we get out to the garden. But I have that. I've got some of these cucumbers back here. These are the self-pollinating cucumbers from MHP Gardener. Thank you, Bobby. Appreciate that. I'm going to let those grow in here and see how that works. And these are some cantaloupes. These 3 here. Anyway, well, I'll show you what we got going out in the garden. The size of the tomatoes that I'm getting, it's just incredible. Okay, I'm out in the garden now. Going to show you what's been happening out here. Those are my Romas. They're producing and turning red. I've got some Rutgers here. These are the ones that were propagated off of other plants in the greenhouse earlier this spring. Actually, I think it was still winter time when I propagated some of those. I have the old girl there. That Super Sweet 100 cherry tomato plant is still going strong, producing, and you know, they're just it's a good tasting cherry tomato. These are some of the big tomatoes I was talking about. These are pineapple tomatoes. Daniel grew these, and they're just big. He's got some more. Actually, he has a video, I believe, that he has posted out there, or he's about to, for his giant tomato. It was really, really big, but I don't want to steal his thunder. These are some of those Cherokee purples that I got from Whole Foods, which is a natural health store, and they're just big and beautiful tomatoes, and they're real meaty. But that's small compared to some of these that I have. It's a beefsteak here, and just to give you some comparison on the size of these things, that's my hand. All my tomatoes are really big and healthy. My strawberries are doing well. I've got quite a few of them in there. I had to put that bird netting over them. The birds were just tearing them up. That is a Jubilee. I kept thinking it was Crimson Sweet, but it's a Jubilee watermelon. I have a couple of them in there, but I'll show you that in a minute. Try to keep from bouncing this thing around as I go through here. Some more super sweet 100s. That is about ready. I'd say that's a good pound tomato right there. These are all from plants that I got the seed. I started from seed, and I got those seeds from purchasing heirloom tomatoes at the store. This is a double blossom tomato, and I'll guarantee that thing weighs 1.5 pounds easy. It's enormous. I mean, that's a good tomato right there, and you can tell the difference in size there. These are some orange tomatoes that I got. I'm not sure exactly what the what kind it is, but they were orange when I bought them at that store, and they're producing orange, and it said it was an heirloom variety, but I'm not sure what the variety is. Anyway, beautiful. Some more humongous tomatoes. There's a double blossom. These blossoms are huge too. I don't know if you can see if I've got any of these double blossoms out there, but there's a lot of them in these plants. There's a beautiful Cherokee purple, and this one here, this cluster these are all going to be pounders or better. More back in the back. We just got a little rain yesterday, so kind of messy back here, but it looks like these plants were really appreciating it. Try and get over where I can show you the rest of the garden. I've pulled out a whole bunch of squash and zucchini earlier, and I'll show you that at the end of this video. I got rid of pulled my cabbage up. I had 2 cabbage plants out here. I'm gonna go back in with something else there. We're having fish that we caught. David, Daniel, and I, my 2 boys and I caught. There's a little watermelon back in there. We caught Memorial Day weekend, and so we're gonna have some slaw with that fish, and I've already cut up one of the cabbages for that, chopped it up, and I'm hoping to get my wife to put her slaw recipe together, because I don't know how to make it. This is the white scallop squash. Never had that. I'm trying it. It's not ready yet. There's another watermelon. Lots of cucumbers I've pulled off of those plants back there, and still producing yellow and squash and zucchini. Those are all strawberries down there. Just a word of advice: if you can see down at the end down there, a section of my pipe that PVC came loose, and while I was gone, they didn't get watered, so those are hurting. Anyway, hopefully they'll come back. You got to make sure, since you don't glue this stuff together, that you got it put together pretty well. And I guess something happened. I don't know what it was, but either maybe the pressure from the water pushed it out and separated. But you got to keep an eye on that and make sure you snap it together good. But that's about it. I do have grapes and I do have blueberries. We've been eating on those. I think we showed you that a little while back, some of the grapes that were in there. Let's see if I can find you some. They're little, but they're in there. There's one. And there's a cluster of them. But we'll be having grapes here pretty soon. That's about it. for the update. The cantaloupe are really taking off back there. I'm hoping to get some of those here pretty soon. I owe Claire from Claire's Allotment some of the seeds once I get into those as we start producing. But I did want to show you something else. Bobby told me to grow some real hair instead of that fake mustache, so here it is. I'll try anything, brother. That's it for now. Y'all get a chance, go out and play in the dirt, and when you get some of that good old stuff God sends to help your plants along, that turns into mud, but it's still fun to play in. God bless. We'll see y'all next time. I wanted to show you something else I forgot to show you. We got peppers. These are giant Marconis, and these are big Berthas. This is a habanero plant, and it was from last year. It's just starting to come back. Struggled a little bit to begin with, but I have no habaneros yet. This is a jalapeno, and they are turning purple and red. My son-in-law just loves those. But this is also from last year, and I'm gonna keep it going. I just cut it back every winter, and it comes back. I had one that I did that to for about 3 years. Eventually it gets kind of, I don't know, it just doesn't produce as well after a couple years, but I keep bringing them along. This one's doing pretty good. I'll see how many years I can get out of it. One other thing, this is what I pulled out of the garden before I shot that video earlier. But anyway, God bless.